Greetings on this sad, sad day. Did you know that Christmas can be one of the saddest days? In fact, as humorist and late 20th century sarcastic extraordinaire Irma Bombeck used to say, there is nothing sadder in this world than to awake Christmas morning and not be a child. I haven't been a child in a long time, and you know what? I think she's right, because my best memories of Christmas are really when I was a child. Often the best times we have on this day, we look back deep into our youth, into that time when things seemed so much simpler, where that person or people we love who are now in the kingdom, maybe it's our grandmother, our grandfather, our mother, our father, an aunt, an uncle, but when we felt their warm embrace and we remember the love we experienced with them. Oftentimes at Christmas, even as adults, the best memories, the best experiences we have are those of children. If we're fortunate enough to be a parent or a grandparent, it's often seeing that smile on a child's face when we know we've gotten them that gift they wanted. We got just the right game, just the right color of jacket or coat or whatever it happens to be, and we see that appreciation, that gratitude from them, or even amazement. I still recall the amazement, not so much when I was a kid, perhaps. I think that was a little too long ago for me to have as much memory of it. But when, for instance, my daughter Rosalind would see a present and say, wait a minute, and contemplate this incredible mystery. Who is this Santa Claus guy? And how could he come down the chimney at every house in the world? I know people who had children who contemplated that mystery to the point that they kind of realized things such as, in our house, we don't even have a chimney, and yet he manages to do it. Christmas is an amazing time. It is a time for miracles. It is a time for mystery. It is a time for something special. And I hope today you do not just dwell on those memories of the past, of those things that make us feel all warm inside when we look back on them, but also look to the present and the future. What is Christmas this year? How can we embody it? How can we be that perfect gift giver, if not to a parent, a spouse, a child, a grandchild, but perhaps to the community around us, to especially those people who may not be celebrating so much today, who may not have the love or embrace of others that they desire, that they need. Perhaps that's you. Perhaps it is someone you know. Perhaps it is someone next door. Christmas is a time for us to remember our shared heritage as children of God. The fact that in a sense, we are all family on this day. And the event that brings us together as one family, all of humanity, is the event we celebrate today, the birth of Christ in Bethlehem. And so I want to give you a couple of last-minute gift suggestions for people that might be outside that core of your Christmas list, that might not be there in your living room today opening up a present from under the tree. These come from an American writer named Orrin Arnold. He gives the following Christmas gift suggestions. To your enemy, forgiveness. To an opponent, tolerance. To a friend, your heart. To a customer, service. To all, charity. To every child, a good example. To yourself, respect. And I want to add one more. To all other children of God, grace and love. That is what Christ brought with him when he was born in Bethlehem. A grace and a love that are surpassing all others. A grace and a love so powerful that they bring sinners to the table of saints. A grace and love so powerful that all will be well in the end, that light will triumph over darkness throughout this world, no matter how much suffering there is, no matter how much violence, no matter how much poverty or inequality there is. The promise that through a little child born in Bethlehem, this world may be redeemed, We all have the ability to go to the kingdom of heaven as children of God because we have become brothers and sisters to this child, to the Christ born in Bethlehem. I hope this Christmas is not just a time where you look backwards with nostalgia, but where you look forwards and you say, what can I start in this coming year? How do I begin a new journey of growth in my faith? How do I encourage faith in others? How do I bring the message that Christ brings in Bethlehem to those all around me, to those who might be living in darkness, to those who might need a little bit of joy? As we transition from this day, from Christmas, to our new year, I hope you will make that your New Year's resolution. How do you bring the message of joy, of love, of hope, and peace that we bring at Christmas to everyone you encounter in this next year? How can you be that light that pokes holes in the darkness? So as we celebrate this day, as we commemorate the birth of Christ in Bethlehem, I hope that you will join me in challenging yourself for this coming year of being the ultimate gift giver. And the ultimate gift giver means giving gifts to people you encounter every day, not just Christmas. Some gifts might be big ones, a critical piece of help when someone needs it. Other gifts can be as small as a smile when everybody else is frowning, of a kind word in the midst of a lot of criticism and conflict and static. You see, those little acts can change the world. Just like one little child in Bethlehem changed the world 2 millennia ago. Merry Christmas. I hope that all of you are celebrating with those you love. And if you cannot be with them today, I hope that you can reach out to someone who can be there for you. I hope that you have people in your life today whom you can bring joy and can bring you joy. Merry Christmas, and may the peace and the love of Christ be with you all. Amen.